Good morning and welcome to day 2 on board the Celebrity Xcel. It is a day at sea. This is a 4-night sailing, so we've got a sea day, Cozumel, and then another sea day. Yesterday, man, what a start to this trip. What a fun inaugural cruise. We are going to do a real quick room tour before we get going with our day. We're going to go grab some breakfast in the Cosmopolitan, one of the main dining rooms on the ship. But first, let's check out this room. We didn't even check it out yesterday. And then we'll go look at some pictures of food. Day 2, let's go. We're going to take a look at some of the storage together on this ship, for this room at least, because this is a brand new ship, and if you're checking this out, you may want to know what the storage looks like in the brand new Celebrity Xcel Infinite Veranda room. So you've got some really interesting little smaller cubbies there, and that's your Wi-Fi router. There's a seashell. You have these cubbies here, and also this opens up. So you've got little small areas there. You could put sunscreens, put my hat. So that's really about it. You have drawers there. You have your mini fridge is in there, which comes stocked, but it costs extra. You have your storage there. And finally, a little bit more storage there. Well, I rudely made it into the Cosmopolitan dining room, which is one of the 4, what they would call, I guess, their main dining rooms, last minute for breakfast. And when I say last minute, like they're done with breakfast at 9, I was in here at 8:58. I feel like a big old jerk. Back from my previous work days at Starbucks in ancient history, that was the worst when you were trying to close and get out and people would come in last minute. But it's still actually really, really full in here, and I got one of their quick and easy breakfasts because I'm the most generic, boring breakfast eater, as you have seen if you've watched some of the other vlogs. So I'll probably be in and out before most of the other people are even done with their breakfast. But one of the things about Celebrity, they're so cool and so chill. It was not even a problem, not even a dirty look, not even a stink. So we're gonna have a little quick breakfast. I just wanted to check it out. I think this might be the only time I get in here for breakfast on this journey. But we'll look at a picture of food and then we're gonna go explore some shit. Breakfast was a success. They do real eggs, which I think Royal does in their main dining rooms. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, there's a dog. Look, dog. See the pooch? Anyway, crispy bacon, good eggs, that Danish. Really, really good. So I am walking back to the room. I'm gonna grab the laptop, do some more editing, and we're gonna do a little more ship exploring here in a little bit, but we'll walk through, show you guys kind of the walk. So we walk through like the main atrium or foyer, and then as you walk back, you've got their shops on the right. And then this is what's called Future Cruise, where you can book your next cruise. But we won't look too much at the shops on the far right, because that's where you spend all your money. All kinds of goodies. But gonna head back to the room, checking in a bit. Day 2, let's go. on 5, which is on the 5th deck, and it is the Asian influenced, mostly sushi, but they do kind of move around. Like they have some ramen and some other non-sushi dishes, so I wouldn't call it like strictly Japanese because they definitely have some food from other parts of Asia. But so I pre-booked this, and it is a $40, or at least when I booked it, it was a $40 fee, but I'm not sure. So we'll check back in. I'm not sure because everything has a la carte prices. So we're gonna find out together how that works if I choose like a certain amount of plates or if it's just sort of unlimited like some of the other restaurants. But I had this on. I don't actually think it might have been on Celebrity Beyond, but I just had ramen. And I didn't make a reservation. I just showed up and had it for lunch, so I paid a la carte. But it is one of my favorite looking restaurants on the ship, and got a view right by the window. So we're going to figure out what's for food. I've already ordered my drink. It sounds delicious. We will look at pictures of some food together. Raw on 5. Let's go. Checking back in after I placed my order, and first of all, the drink, delicious, so good. Highly recommend. It's sweet, so if you don't like sweet, maybe not, but it's hitting the spot for me today. The menu. So if you pre-book or pre-reserve, I don't know what words are. Words are words. If you make your reservation and pay in advance, then you can get 3 plates and a dessert. It seemed a little flexible. Like it seemed like if I'd have been like, hey, can I get a bunch of stuff? It would have been cool, but I don't want to eat a ton because I have very exciting dinner tonight. But the menu's divided into small plates, large plates, and then like sushi, sashimi, and nigiri. They also have like a seafood tower and like a seafood one, but most of that like is going to cost you extra. But you could get like 1 small plate, 2 large plates, or I got 2 small plates, and then I got a sushi roll that was specially designed by the chef of Raw on 5 for this ship. And the chef is actually on the ship. He came by and did table touches. I didn't want to like grab out my camera and like record him and be awkward, but if I can get him in a shot, you'll see him. But the chef that actually partners with Celebrity to design the menus for Raw on 5 is on the ship. So another example would be later on in the week, we'll be in the French restaurant Le Voyage, which Daniel Boulud, the chef out of France and New York for most Americans, designed the menu for Le Voyage. So it would be tantamount to him being on the ship checking on the tables. So I thought that was really cool. Anyway, let's look at some food. I'm talking too much. What a lunch. Really, really good. If you do anything for the first time, what do I mean by that? So if you go to a restaurant that's just opened, or stay at a hotel that's just opened, or cruise on a cruise ship that it's their first cruise, they tell you to beware because things are not going to go, like there's going to be things that are missed, mistakes, all that kind of stuff. I have not experienced that yet. I hope I am not jinxing myself because I have my most anticipated reservation this evening. But so far, the 2 reservations I've had, dinner last night and lunch today, exceptional. Even breakfast. Breakfast was good. Fresh eggs, crispy bacon. Service was good. No complaints. You can see my glasses are getting darker as I sit in the little nook of the infinity balcony of my room. But I wanted to check in after lunch and just give the review of the food, which no notes. Nothing I would change. The gyoza perfect. Wouldn't find it better on land at even the best restaurant, in my opinion. Nice crispy seared parts, perfect stuffing. The roll was delicious. Oh, there's one of those diving birds flying around outside. Sorry. The roll was delicious. The Xcel roll, created especially for the Celebrity Xcel. And that dessert, actually, that might be the surprise hit of the day. I was stuffed, didn't really want anything, but that dessert was good. All right, so we got a little time. We've got a kind of an interesting tour coming up. We'll talk about it when that takes place. We've got a little unique tour, something I haven't done on any other ship before, coming up in about an hour and a half, so we'll check in then. We are back in the flagship. We are waiting for what is called an architecture and design tour. So I'm not going to talk too long because they are jamming out and having a good time in the atrium, and you can hear some music in the background. I don't want YouTube to get mad at me, but we're going to check out this. I'm pretty excited about it. I've never done an architecture and art tour of a ship, and I know how much art, incredible art, is on Celebrity ships. So we're going to look at some really cool stuff and hopefully learn a little bit. Snuck into the shop, got a couple shirts. So they give you this little doodad. Hold on. Don't hold on. So they give you this little doodad, old man term, to hang on your ear. So we're gonna look really cool, like walking around the ship. All right, but hey, we're still gonna learn. And I think it'll be great when we're like outside and it's windy and loud, so. The chandelier is made of 700 LED lights and does 2 shows a day, set to music. Inspired by the Japanese style of art called kitsugi, which is fixing broken things. We are walking back through one of the stunning pieces of art to the Bazaar. It's like a maze. Makes me dizzy, but actually the ship's a little wobbly too. Tonight we have dinner at a place called Mosaic. So it is probably the most interesting and new concept in food on the Celebrity Apex, because nobody really knows exactly what the menu is going to be yet. We don't know if it's Caribbean, we don't know if it's Latin, because it changes based on where the ship sails. So I'm headed back. I'm going to grab a drink at the bar a little early. So grab a drink and then wait for dinner. We will check in at dinner. We have made it into the beautiful restaurant, Mosaic, in the back of the Bazaar. Guys, I don't know how the food's going to be, but I'll tell you what, just sitting in the restaurant. It is just, I don't know that you could find one on land that's more beautiful. It is really well done and immaculate. All of the little touches that make it feel luxurious, but not pretentious, if that makes sense. So the way that it seems like it's going to work is it's a 3-course meal, so they'll get a starter, an entree, and a dessert. It doesn't seem like it's like Eden, and I know I keep comparing everything to the Beyond, but where the server's kind of like, let me throw everything at you, get all the things because it's all delicious. It does seem like they're pretty strict on the 3-course thing. I'm having trouble deciding between a couple of the items, but I'm excited to try them. It is Caribbean inspired. So the food all has little touches and little nuances that are inspired by different foods from Caribbean islands. The restaurant is nice and empty and nice and quiet, but there is a bustle about all of these servers. I mean, the servers and chefs, there's probably 2-to-1 staff to people eating right now. So we're going to look at some pictures of some food, enjoy the restaurant, maybe have a glass of wine. And then we may have a show in here later. I don't know, because it's 6 o'clock now. The show starts at 10. But I think people get here and spot their seats like 2 hours early. I don't know if I want to get and sit for 2 hours. But we shall see. Mosaic, let's go. So we are past the appetizer course, and I've had a few nibbles of the entree. And I think I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. The sommeliers on Celebrity Ships, as someone who knows little to nothing about wine, like I can name 5 grapes, maybe 10, don't know anything about soil or dirt or whatever, but I know what I like, and I know that I can trust the sommeliers on the Celebrity Ships, and they're so good at helping you try new and interesting stuff. The appetizer, the crab cake. Okay, I don't like to be negative, and I'm not going to be super negative, but is it what I remember from Eden? No. Was it good? Yes. Does it downgrade my overall experience? No. It was still good. It was great. Like a 7 or 8 instead of 8 or a 9, right? The lamb is barely overcooked, but it's still a quality piece of lamb, so it is still delicious. The squash blossom, I would say the only negative about the plate is I love the feta or the goat cheese that's usually in a squash blossom, like the tangy cheese, but they subbed out pumpkin, like a pumpkin puree, and it's sweet, and I don't love it. But that's like a personal preference thing. That's not like a they messed up. It's just a me thing, right? Still a good dish. Dessert to come. Don't know what's on the dessert menu. Loving the drink, the wine. So I normally like a Rioja, which is a Spanish grape, but I'm having a Côte d'Aron, which is a French grape. Don't know where from, but I know that it's fruity and not minerally, which is how I like wine, and that's the best I got for you. Other than that, I'm a wine dummy. So I'm going to eat some more food, and we will check in at dessert time, which I'm pretty excited about.
And if I do,